Welcome back to Velvet Dread, where shadows speak and silence listens. Tonight's tale takes us to a forgotten hotel on the edge of nowhere, where room 313 waits for its next guest. So dim the lights, lock the doors, and let the dread begin. They say the Briarcliff Hotel was built in 1926, back when the town of Ashford was still thriving. It was the kind of place that hosted jazz bands in the lobby, served cocktails in crystal glasses, and promised luxury to anyone who could afford it. Now, it's barely a shadow. The town dried up, the guests stopped coming, and the Briarcliff became a relic, a crumbling monument to a time no one remembers fondly. Except for room 313. The staff won't speak of it. The manager keeps it locked, and the cleaning crew refuses to enter. But every few years, someone insists on staying there, usually by accident, sometimes by choice. They never check out. Evan Mercer was a travel blogger, not the flashy kind, no drone shots or beach resorts. He specialized in forgotten places, abandoned towns, derelict buildings, places with stories buried under dust. He found Briarcliff by accident. A storm had rerouted him off the highway, and Ashford was the only town for miles. The hotel was the only building with lights still on. Inside, the lobby was dim and quiet. A single desk lamp cast long shadows across cracked marble floors. The receptionist, a pale woman, handed him a key without asking for ID. "Room 313, she said. "Top floor. Elevator still works." Evan hesitated. "Isn't that..." "It's the only room available." The elevator was old. Brass buttons, velvet walls, and a mirror that distorted his reflection. As it climbed, the lights flickered. The numbers ticked upward. 309, 310, 311. Then it stopped. 313. The doors opened slowly, revealing a hallway that smelled like mildew and mothballs. The wallpaper was peeling, the carpet was stained, and at the end of the hall, room 313 waited. The door was pristine. No scratches, no dust, just a brass number plate and a keyhole. Evan inserted the key, the lock clicked. The room was normal, almost too normal. Queen bed, desk, lamp, window with heavy curtains. A painting of a lake hung above the headboard. Everything was clean, untouched. Evan unpacked, set up his camera, took a few shots of the room. Then, he noticed something odd. The painting above the bed. It was changing. At first, it showed a calm lake under moonlight, but as the hours passed, the moon disappeared. The water darkened, and something began to rise from the lake's surface. A shape, tall, thin, watching. Evan blinked. The painting returned to normal. That night, Evan reviewed his footage. The hallway looked darker than he remembered. The elevator mirror showed someone standing behind him, a figure in a long coat with no face. In the room, the camera glitched, static, then a frame, the painting. Now showing the shape fully emerged from the lake, standing on the shore. Evan paused the video. The shape was in the room, behind him. He turned. Nothing. Evan tried to sleep, but the room wouldn't let him. The clock on the nightstand ticked backward. The lamp flickered in Morse code. The phone rang, but when he answered, all he heard was, "You're already here." The window showed a different view each time he looked. Once, it was the lake from the painting. Another time, it was a hallway filled with doors. Then, it was his own face staring back from the outside. He tried to leave. The door wouldn't open. In the desk drawer, Evan found a leather-bound journal. The pages were yellowed, the handwriting frantic. "I checked in October 3rd, I don't know what year. The room watches, it learns. It shows you things you've forgotten or things you'll never escape. Don't sleep, don't dream, Don't trust the mirror. The page was torn. Evan flipped the journal shut. The mirror across the room cracked. Evan approached the mirror. His reflection was wrong. It blinked when he didn't, smiled when he frowned, and behind it, the shape from the painting. Closer now, reaching. He smashed the mirror. Glass shattered across the floor, but the reflection remained. Evan's thoughts unraveled. He couldn't remember arriving. He couldn't remember his last meal. His name felt foreign. His voice echoed when he spoke. The room whispered, "You're part of the story now." The painting showed the lake again, but this time Evan was in it, standing beside the shape. He screamed. No sound came out. 3 days later, the Briarcliff receptionist handed a new guest a key. "Room 313, she said. "Top floor." The guest smiled. "I've heard this place has a story." "It does," she replied. "Some stories never leave." In the room, the painting showed 2 figures by the lake. One was Evan. The other was waiting.